Okay, so in this video, I'm going to discuss with you why you lose money playing casino games. One, trying to grow too fast. Let us say you're playing any casino game and you're placing big bets. Big bets, I mean to say, is which are more than 2% of your total bankroll that you plan to play with. For example, say you're sitting with $200 and $20 is going to be considered a big bet because that's about 10% of your roll. Let us say if you had $2,000 and now if you start placing $20 bets, they won't be called a big bet. But if you start placing bets in the range of $200, they would be called big bets. So you have to avoid placing big bets because with big bets you can grow fast, but you can also lose very fast. Then improper risk management. You are playing, for compulsion, you're playing for fun. Basically, the thing is, when you are out there, if you start, taking fun out of the game, you start, liking the game. Your juices start flowing. So basically, what is happening is, you are getting a dopamine rush, and the players do not recognize that. And what the dopamine is doing, it's slowly making you progressively increase the risk, and ultimately what's going to happen is you're going to lose all the money. So third point is chasing losses. You place a big bet, it you lose it, and then you place a bigger bet, you martingale it in a way that you want to recover your losses very quickly. So what happens is, huge loss occurs. For example, your first bet was 1 unit, second is 2 units, third is fourth unit, then 8, 16, 32. Okay, and then 64. So if your initial bet is say how much? Mm, if your initial bet is $10, then 64 times of that, and progressively, your loss is becoming bigger and bigger. For example, you place a $10 bet, you increase it $20, then 40, 80, 160, 320, and you feel then that you cannot recover your losses. So that is point number three. Then fourth is unclear odds. So if the odds are continuously changing in a game, for example, in casino, there are some games, they are rigged a little bit. Okay, they are able to manipulate the outcome, or what they are doing, they are just switching the card inside a hidden shoe. Okay, or what they are doing is they have some magnet through which they are changing the outcome, or they are pushing the ball into some another number. So what actually is happening is whatever the odds of the game are, they are being manipulated, and you are basically playing a game which has much higher odds than you do not know. Then a streak of bad luck. Okay, so you are playing blackjack and say 5 or 6 times, you lose consecutively. So that affects the morale. Also, like if you're increasing the bets, so you also get a huge loss. Then artificial intelligence. So now what's happening is, a lot of crypto casinos have come out, and so what they are doing is they are analyzing each and every player. They are analyzing his bet patterns, and they have these called in-house games. In-house games like Crash is there, Limbo is there, Mines is there. So secretly, they are able to manipulate the outcomes of the game. They, put out of false advocates, completely, provably fair and rigged and all. But somehow they are able to manipulate that, and that is happening for big casinos out there like BC dot game, etc. So you do not want to, basically record all your betting tactics and strategies. So they are going to, study it in detail, and then they are going to make you win a little bit, and then they are going to, fleece you. They are going to take all your money. So they will set some algorithm that okay, if this player is now playing, then he should lose only. So then what needs to be done is you have to close that account completely and then then don't play there or go to a brick and mortar casino, so where they are not recording at least. Then not keeping a plan B. Okay, so let us say you had $500, you're down to your last $100, you do not have any plan B. The only thing you're thinking is, how do I get my money back? So dopamine has completely ruled your brain, and now what you're thinking is, I just want my money back. So this is not a plan B, okay? So when you start out with your first bet, you have to think of both ways, okay? If I lose it, what will I do? If I win it, what will I do? Okay. So you have to, at the start of the betting session, you have to have a plan A. Okay, so if it goes successfully, then what is my target? How much cash out I will do? What take profit I will do? So you have to do a deep analysis. And you have to also keep in mind if you lose it, then what you are going to do, what is your plan B? If you do not have a plan B, then your mind, which is already in an affected state, which is in a distressed state, is going to take some decision which you do not like, okay, or which is contrary to what you would think, okay, later on, if I had done this, then I wouldn't be in that situation. Or what may happen is, say you carried 100,000 USD to the casino, you are a high roller, and you ended up losing 70,000 USD, and then you threw away 30,000 USD. You knew, you were not going to cover that up anyway, and it's just going to go. So you just place riskier bets and you lose it all. And then when you come out the next day, you think, okay, if I had 30,000 USD, it would have been good, I would have been set for a couple of months. But then you fall into in a kind of an abyss. So then investing where there is negative equity. Okay, so what I mean by this is that any place where the edge is against you, the Kelly's criterion clearly states that you should not put your money over there. Okay, if you do not have any edge at all, if you do not have um, any 2 3 5% edge, you should not put your money at all, because in the long run what's going to happen is you're going to lose out only. So you have to avoid all of these things. And if you are just there for whiling out some time, then you have to gamble responsibly. So not stopping when ahead, okay? So you already know this, but I'm just reiterating. Say you walk in with $200, you you win say $50, and you do not stop. You keep playing. After 3 4 hours, you find, okay, I'm down completely now, and then I need to go to the ATM and withdraw more, and then you again play and lose it. So uh, you do not stop, okay? So that's another issue, because ultimately if you keep on playing for a long period of time, you're going to lose it only. So playing too much and for a long time, yeah. So this if you do not have a habit of quickly taking the profits and moving out, and if you like to sit there for long periods of time, you are going to lose it completely, because the edge is going to work its magic. Then not cashing out half profits. Okay, so say you go in with 2000 USD, you are up 300 USD, you have to take out your initial capital 2000 USD and 150 USD. Okay, so that you should not touch at all. And whatever is 150, if you like to play, if you want to play, then you can take risk of that. And beyond that, you should not play. So no stop losses. Okay, so what I mean by this is, say again you have 2000 USD. When you place the first bet, let us say you're placing a bet of say 100 USD, you should have a plan. Okay, if I lose 100, what I'm going to do? You cannot act compulsively or impulsively. So you can think, okay, if I lose this 100 USD, then I will try once more with 100 USD. If that too I lose, I stop. So that way you have to, maintain your stop loss. If you do not maintain it, what's going to happen is first you lose 100. To chase it, you place $200 bet. So now you are down 300. And to chase that, you place a $500 bet, and you're already down 800. You're left with 1200 USD. You think, okay, this time I'm going to win only. You place the entire 1200 bet, and you are completely down. And then you do not know what to do. So you have to remember that negative streaks are going to happen. So when these negative streaks are going to happen, because the edge is against you, and it is designed in that way so that such streaks happen, you martingale and you lose completely. So not minimizing losses to 1%, yeah. So this I've already explained to you. You have to keep the losses to a bare minimum. You have to sit in the casino, and actually you do not have to play. So if you start playing, placing big bets, so what actually is happening, your juices will start flowing, your dopamine receptors are going to get activated, then you are going to go into the gambling mode and fun mode, okay? So you do not want to go into any of that. You want to just sit there like a rock, you know, placing extremely low bets, with extreme patience, okay? So if you're doing that kind of a thing, only then you can win a small amount of money compared to the amount that you have, provided you do not martingale. You put proper stop losses, you take profits out, and not changing the plan. So with the first bet, you have to have a plan. If you do not have a plan, you do not have a plan A, plan B, plan C. You do not know what you are going to do. If you act impulsively, then casino is not the place for you. You are going to lose everything. So I think here I have summarized. I think majority of the points. Other points, are common knowledge, like you are doing intoxication. Okay, so what that is going to do is that's you are not going to think straight after that. Okay, so any intoxication you do, you drink alcohol and all, you can't think straight. You lose control. You must always have control over yourselves. So if you are habit of losing control, then casino is not the place for you. You sit in your room, you chill out, you watch a movie, you get drunk, um, or you stay in a safe place where risk of money isn't there. So you do not want to lose your hard-earned money, when you're drunk. So all of these are common knowledge. So I think I'm going to stop. My battery also for this device has finished. I need to connect my charger. So okay, so I think that's it for this video. I'm just going to stop now.